Narada Bhakti Sutra talks about Parabhakti and Aparabhakti. I personally feel that Paravidya and Aparavidya are the same as Parabhakti and Aparabhakti. Because there is not a Vidya which can be learnt and practiced. It is something that has to come from the heart. It's not an intellectual construct. In fact, intellect can't go close to it. Intellect can go up to the place where it says, I cannot go beyond this. Then it has to open up from the heart. Therefore, heart meaning it's more to do with the feeling. So therefore, if one feels a great deal of affection for no reason whatsoever, which you cannot understand, if there is any reason for it, then that is different. I am not seeking any pleasure from a person, but I am full of affection. Then that is called Parabhakti. If I seek it for some purpose, then it is not. Even the purpose of getting a little bit of pleasure out of it. It's okay, but even if somebody says, I'm going to cut off your head and I'm holding a sword, do you still love that person? I say, yes, cut my head. Normal circumstance is being foolish, but I'm talking about something else. Then that is called Parabhakti. Same. There is no bhakti without prema. I hope there is nobody called Prema here. Not to be misunderstood. We are all? Okay, sir.
But the very purpose of seeking
Can I have one sip? Because I know Sridhar. Just 2 sips, then I'll come back, please. Yeah, Sridhar.
Yeah, the very purpose of seeking that Parabhakti or however you call it would be because I want this freedom.
You want what?
I want this freedom from all this. So there is a purpose behind it. There is an objective behind it.
See, if really you are talking about something called Parabhakti, these are all terrible words. You're speaking of something called affection. There will be absolutely, it will just come naturally. You won't even be seeking it. It comes when all seeking has stopped. You cannot but help having it. Let us put it that way. It's like what your favorite food is kept in front of you. You're not even hungry, you just had a meal. You cannot help your hand going there. Similar, it's not the same, of course. That is because that thing called love is the only thing that we know which is outside the construct of our intellect. You will see this in ordinary love, and as it expands, you cannot define it. That is the problem.
Yeah.
In ordinary love, ordinary, college girl, college boy love, see what happens. Somebody is from a very rich background, falling in. Nobody flies into love, everybody falls into love. The word expression itself is falling. That means you are ready to fall. You don't even want to stand on your own feet, you are falling. You are ready to fall. So, somebody is ready to give up their entire life, their wealth, their everything, that momentarily ready to give up everything just to fall in love. And that is not a built up thing, it happens. Here it happens because of various factors, hormonal and so on. But it is not something that one wants to happen. It happens automatically. You don't say, this is why I am doing. There is no why, how, nothing. You are possessed by it. There is a overpowering possession which you cannot do anything about. Your reason also doesn't work. And for hours they stand in the bus stand and look at each other. They are not saying anything. They are not giving anything to each other. They are simply staring. What is happening? I don't know. Something is happening. Like that Hindi movie, कुछ कुछ होता है. We don't know क्या होता है, but होता है. Now, this is ordinary love, physical love. So can you imagine something which is expand this to 100, raised to the power of infinity and say how it looks like? You cannot really define it. Just an overpowering possession. I can only say it comes to some, it doesn't come to some. I can't argue on this. Maybe if you see one Majnu, you might also become one. Who knows?
There's a point in what he said, sir. When we want freedom from is that time when we want this qualification of when I want freedom, that I want to fall in love with God, it cannot.
It is like this. When you are in love, there is absolute freedom. You want to get out of your house, you want to break the lock and run away. Who cares? That is freedom. Who cares? You understand what I say? I think there is no profit loss account, nothing.
You've said that an indicator of this progress is that you become a much more kinder, affectionate person. So you kind of want to,
You see these people physically who are in love, they'll simply feed the dog, they'll take the cat and... For what? It's a manifestation of that. It is just an overflowing. When a tank is full, it overflows.